Hey everyone, Scottish Warrior 92 here. I want to apologise for yesterday. Unfortunately, if you noticed, I wasn't up long, but I did put a channel update up yesterday, and it was only up for a minute or two because I listened to it, and for some strange reason, I checked the file and there was no audio. There was no proper audio. The audio was gone. So I want to apologise for that if anyone saw it. I tried to go back and fix the source file, but for some strange reason, even the source file didn't have the audio anymore. So unfortunately, the channel update, I enjoyed doing the channel because I had something really good in it, but it kind of makes no sense to put it in this video. So a little apology. I posted this up on my Twitter. If you don't know what my Twitter is at ScottishW92. Feel free to follow me on there because I do post up. I don't use Twitter like a lot of these people who just say, I just ate the best pizza of my life, here's a fucking photo. No, I use Twitter to ensure that you know when my next video is coming up and all that. So if you don't have a Twitter or you don't want to do Twitter, just pop on over. I only use Twitter to let you know when I'm uploading videos, when I'm making videos, and when a video is just about to go up. And of course, if anything happens, like if I can't make a video today, if something's come up. So that's why I just wanted to get out there. If you want to follow me on Twitter, feel free. And also, so what I've done actually is if you click my hand here, this gorgeous, beautiful five-fingered hand, you'll be taken to a playlist, which I'm actually going to try and do one of these a month if I can, or every now and then, which I'm calling Spotlight. And I've found some videos on YouTube that I absolutely love, video tributes mostly, but, excuse me, by other YouTubers, and I actually want to give them a little bit of spotlight. If you have, and I'll feature these on here, go check them out, tell them the Warrior sent you, and give them some love and care. So that's that. I'm going to try and do that maybe every now and then. Excuse me. So feel free to go check out that playlist. I was going to do a full video called The Spotlight, but I thought it would be a lot easier. A lot of these videos that I find are absolutely beautiful, and I really don't think a 4 or 5 second clip does them justice. So I'm just going to do a playlist, and I thought that'd be a good way to use it. So yeah, look forward to that. Yeah, plans. Yes, probably mentioned that in the channel update I was talking a little bit about Skyrim. I didn't get Skyrim today, unfortunately. It didn't come a day early. Sometimes the postage does do that in Scotland. Like if I order a game from any website, like Amazon, which I did order it from this time, or Game, my local game shop website, sometimes it gets here a day early, but it didn't, so it should be here by tomorrow, I'm hoping, and look forward to an unboxing for that, and possibly an hour gameplay. I can't guarantee it'll be a full hour, because my camera's memory card is not the most reliable, only records up to 44 minutes. So there may only be 30 minutes to an hour, so look forward to that. That will be going up on my new gaming channel, TRTT Inc. I've already got some gameplay up there, so it's not boring. But yeah, just go and check that out, and if you want to follow my gameplay, I will be doing random gameplay every now and then. I'm not going to be doing full Let's Plays now because I don't have the time for that. And I don't have a good enough camera to record full-length gameplay Let's Plays. I'm hoping to do that in the future, but at the moment it's just going to be very short videos. So yeah, that's coming up, and also look forward to some other videos I'm going to do the rest of this week. I do have some stuff from college I need to get done involving binary. Here's a tip for anyone out there: if you are thinking of getting into computing, avoid binary at all fucking costs. It's a pain in the ass. So yeah, let's get to the. I didn't want to leave you hanging a wee bit. I was debating whether or not I should give you like a wee bonus video. So this is sort of like what's going to happen in a little bonus video. I'm going to give you all. In this video, I'm going to talk primarily about what show I watched as a kid religiously, what show I really loved, and what show nowadays I think could possibly be its successor. Now, I was a child of the 90s, so there was a lot of TV shows I grew up and watched that I loved. But the one TV series that I love to this day, and I still fucking love to this day, is Batman the Animated Series. In my opinion, the best animated series ever made. Not only was it done well, it was done perfectly. In my opinion, it really has defined what an animated TV show should do. It shouldn't stray away from the big issues of the character, and I really do love that. But so I have a lot of favourite episodes. I love any episode really with Harley Quinn in it. I love Harley's Holiday, Harley Quinn, all these episodes with Harley Quinn. Also like some other episodes, Birds of a Feather, the Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter not so much. There's a lot of episodes I absolutely love, and I would recommend, if you haven't ever watched the Batman animated series, go watch it. I may do a full video on why I think it was such a great animated series, but right now, I talk about the big issue here is that a lot of animated TV series, ever since Batman, have tried to mimic really what he succeeded, and none really have, in my opinion. I'm sure you had the Superman animated series. I thought that was alright. I didn't like it as much as I liked the Batman animated series. Or the Spider-Man animated series. I liked the Superman series better than I did Spider-Man. The Spider-Man series was a wee bit iffy. But after Batman animated series ended, and a lot of people tried to cash in on the superhero thing, and a lot of random hero ones were released. And of course, Batman, of course, has had the most success, in my opinion. Except for Batman the Brave and the Bold, I never liked that, if I'm perfectly honest. And they had a recent rehash of the Batman animated series, if you will. It was okay, it was really good, I liked the spin they done on it. It lasted about 5 seasons, so they done reasonably well. Batman animated series I still love to this day. I don't even know how many seasons that fucking thing lasted for. I don't care, all the episodes in it are amazing. It really dealt with dark issues, in my opinion, as well, and it didn't always end in a happy ending, which I really did like. So what can I say that any TV series really captured that, animated wise anyway. Especially superhero animated series, a lot of them were just like alright, but they weren't really what they could have been. They really didn't deal with the big issues of being a superhero. Even though Batman is technically just a hero, he doesn't have any superpowers, he just has gadgets, and that's what I love about him. He is my favourite hero of all time. But recently there was a TV series that started called Young Justice. It started back in December, January of last year, and it's been getting a lot of praise. And I actually didn't start watching it until like the first 3 episodes were out, because I never heard of it. I've watched all the episodes so far, and all I can say is, in my opinion, Young Justice is possibly this generation's Batman animated series, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. I'll explain what the show's about quickly. I'm not going to go into great length and detail, because that would take up a whole fucking video on its own, and I just want to make this wee average length video. But if you haven't heard of the Young Justice TV series deals not with the main heroes like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman and all that. It does have them in it, but not so much. It basically concentrates on the sidekicks of the heroes. The ones that they have in the show are Red Arrow. Well, he is in the show. He's only in 1 or 2 episodes so far, but he isn't really part of the team that's been formed. And he doesn't view himself as a sidekick. He fucking hates the whole idea of being a sidekick. Basically, some of the sidekicks have come together and made a team. Red Arrow was originally going to be in the team. He was offered to be in the team, but he said, fuck it, I want to go on my own, and basically being a very badass. But other heroes, other sidekicks, which are in there, I don't like calling them sidekicks, but it's the only reason what I've ever known them as. We've got Robin, Miss Martian, Kid Flash, Superboy, Aqualad, and Artemis. Now, each of these characters I love. Some of them are absolutely amazing, and they're in the teenage years, so I think it's more aimed at the teenage demographic. But all I can say is that this TV series is amazing so far. It really has captured what I felt as a kid watching Batman. It really has made me feel, wow, this is a great TV series. This could go the distance. And it has already been guaranteed for a 2nd season. Because a lot of these superhero TV shows don't last long. They only last maybe 1.5 seasons. But this series, I think, has a lot of potential, because it's really dealing with the Batman animated series done at the time. It's dealing with problems that superheroes go through, but also what teenagers go through. It's really respectful of its material, and also, my personal favourite, of its audience. In my opinion, a lot of these animated TV series don't do that. They don't respect the audience and what audience they're trying to pander to. And in my opinion, Young Justice and the Batman animated series are the only 2 series which I think really pander to everyone. They pander to children, they pander to teenagers, they pander to adults even. And if you haven't watched it, I'd recommend you go watch a couple episodes. They're all on YouTube now, don't worry about that. But what I love about it is that it's really... it really gets your heart pounding sometimes. There are some episodes that they tend to drag on a bit, but the first season and the first couple of episodes, in my opinion, have been absolutely amazing. Especially last week's episode, which was, oh my fucking god, my heart was fucking pounding watching that episode. I don't want to spoil anything. I'd recommend you go watch it. There are 16 episodes so far, and a new episode coming out tomorrow, which is Friday. I think there's a new episode every Friday, if memory serves me. But what I can say is this series has a lot of potential. As long as they don't do what Justice League done. Justice League was good for the first 2 seasons, I say, up until when they became Justice League Unlimited, which after that it kind of went downhill in my opinion. Didn't like it as much, and it was only a handful of episodes in Justice League Unlimited I liked. But what I think Young Justice has the potential to be this generation's Batman animated series is really just one simple thing. I'm enjoying it like I did when I was a kid. It really captures that feeling when I was a kid when I was watching it, and that's what I think really matters. And also that it respects the material that it's using from. I really don't want to go into too much detail, but I will go quickly over the characters. Firstly, I'll go to Robin. The Robin is the Dick Grayson Robin. That's what he is. He's Dick Grayson Robin. But yeah, it's a bit more like the Tim Drake Robin. I was a wee bit iffy on him at the start, but I think he's really grown on me. He's a really good Robin, in my opinion. Not really the Dick Grayson Robin, as I say. I think he's more of a Tim Drake Robin in his personality and even his outfit. But he's Dick Grayson in this, so unfortunately we have to live with that. Flash, quickly. As Kid Flash, he's Wally West. He's funny as fuck. That's all I can really say. Really nailed the character there. So that's all I can really say about Kid Flash. Aqualad. Aqualad's black. I'll say that right now. I've not read all the comics. I don't read a lot of the DC comics. I read occasional ones. But basically, in every superhero team, there has to be a black one, and 90% of the time you don't like him. I'm sorry. Not because of his race, just because the character's so bland, and they just want the demographic to say, right, look, we've got a black guy in it. But in my opinion, he works. Not because he's black, because he's a great character. He's the leader of the group. He's a natural born leader, and I thought originally they just threw him in there to basically say, oh look, we've got a black man on the team, a black kid in the team, but they didn't. He actually grows on. He's actually a really good character. He's one of my favourites actually, and I'm really glad that they do like that. They didn't just throw him in there because, right, we need someone black. Who are we going to throw in? Aqualad. So what we got to do? Kill him off halfway through the series? No, we're okay. And I really do like that. Miss Martian, who is the niece of Martian Manhunter. I like her character. She's very innocent, very sweet. The only thing that I fucking don't like is the "Hello, Megan." That's her fucking catchphrase, by the way. Ugh, I could strangle her when she says that. She's a really good character. She really does involve that. She does develop a romance with one of the other characters I'm going to talk about next, Superboy. First, let me just say one thing. Superboy is not Superman's son. He's Superman's clone. By the way, he's Superman's clone, and he's very good. He's very bad fucking ass. I'll say that right now, and I really do like him. Him and Miss Martian have a bit of a relationship going on, and I really do like that. It really shows, well, really how close they get and all that. He's very overprotective, as any teenager is doing the first relationship. They're very overprotective, and I really like that about it. So who else is this? Artemis. Artemis came into it after like the, I think, 4th or 5th episode. They just needed an archer, if I'm going to be honest. She's an interesting character. She's got a lot of mystery to her, and I really do like the way they're portraying her. I've not read anything on Artemis, and I do believe that Artemis is actually meant to be Tigress in the original DC universe, but it's the different universe, so they've really done well with her. I really do like her character and all that. Red Arrow, you don't see him that much. He's quite an interesting one. He's a bit of a dick, basically. So I can't really put an opinion, but a good thing that they've actually done is they're actually getting a lot of the lesser known heroes as well, and they're getting a lot of these ones that you haven't really heard of. Zatara, I know a lot of people have heard of him. They're getting other ones as well, which is really cool. They're also getting a lot of the great villains in as well. They've already had who else? They've had Joker so far. He's the band member. Didn't like his voice as much. If I'm going to be perfectly honest, just to say the Joker voice isn't as good. Once you've heard Mark Hamill, you're just like, no, the Joker voice suits it. They've had Poison Ivy, Count Vertigo, a whole shitload of characters, villains and all that. and I really do love the series for that. And I'd recommend that if you haven't watched it, I'd recommend you go check it out if you're a fan of Batman animated series, because I think it is possibly this generation's Batman animated series. And as a little nice thing, I'll even link you to the first episode. I'm probably going to get sued for this, but here's a link to the first episode. Go check it out and let me know what you think of it. If you've been watching it, let me know what you think of it. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Simple as. I really am enjoying it, and in my opinion, so far, the last episode, which was episode 16, which was called Failsafe, oh my fucking god, my heart was fucking pounding watching that. And I'd recommend anyone to go and watch it. It's a really good episode. But go back and watch the other episodes as well and build your own opinion on it. This is just my honest opinion. And yeah, that's about it. Yeah, that's all I really can say in this series. I really wanted to keep this channel focused on gaming, but I thought I'd give you a little extra. And I may review the entire series once it's done. I don't like reviewing episode after episode, because then I'm going to be like, wow, 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 wow. Not alright. I want to wait until the first season is done. But another thing I want to say, actually, they're going to do something that very few superhero animated series do. They're going to kill off one of the characters. They've said this in an interview. That's a sort of spoiler, but they're going to kill off a character, which is like, what? You're going to do what? In my opinion, I don't really think I've ever seen an animated series that has killed off a fucking character. Besides Jason Todd from Batman, Under the Red Hood, but that's an animated movie, that's kind of meant to be dark. But an animated TV series? I've never really heard of any animated TV series killing off people. Batman animated series didn't even kill off anyone, I don't think. I think they just basically, well, they gave them the Joker smile, which was kind of fucking creepy. But yeah, when I heard this, I was like, what? You want to fucking kill off someone? Wow. So, I'd recommend you go check it out, go watch it, have a little laugh with it, yeah. But, as always, all I can say is I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to check out the TV series if you're a fan of Batman animated series. And as always, I'm Scottish Warrior 92, and I'll see you all later, and see